The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Hey, Alpha!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And right away, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
On the set.
Watch out, watch out.
Team spell. Hey!
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They run for it with Hunt. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Set. 60 or.
We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here?
Recon, 132 fighter. Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1.
61, matchbox white.
Do that time right there. That's the what.
5.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers 7, Broncos nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Ready?
Mike, 15. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Yeah. Hey, Foxtrot. Let go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Well, he had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned an AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? And he's trying to have the same type of a game in this one. But what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why it was open during that game.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. Second down and inches. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Locke going to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Devin Bush, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. On the NFL scoreboard, An update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect.
And it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 21-0 our score after 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the pass.
Go.
54.
Go.
They'll set up a throw. That one is caught by Hunt. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Defense, let's go.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he comes back with one complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing now is Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Locke gonna go on 4th down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
91.
Come on now, come on now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Time to go, night, night.
Yo, go, go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Room past the 20. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
That's big hit.
The 41-yard line.
Yep.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
50, plant. Central West.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta. 47.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he completes it to Hunt. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Steelers.
X3, 218, chop.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He's checking credit.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go.
On first down, Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. There goes a deep ball. In zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. 5.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. On 1st down, it's Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, orbit.
Clock now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, echo.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Denver, and even 60 yards. Into the red zone, it's locked. And my goodness, another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Tighten up. Pull together. Check it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, crunch. Check 43. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta.
47 Mike 25.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
15, 51. Hey, team 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Ready.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, my 7.
All day, every day, any day. Mike,
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lock now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Lock will try again on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Lock. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Locke throwing on target to Fant. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Right here.
Locke looks to throw it again. Pass incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Bang, bang. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Get off the field.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition Drew.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Pittsburgh, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.